What if the Axis powers won World War II? Here is just a look into one possible world where that could have happened. We will begin in Europe, where Germany has expanded largely. Its neighbors they have invaded, such as Denmark, Norway, Sweden, Switzerland. Iceland and Greenland, having been controlled by Denmark, both gained independence from after Denmark was occupied and unified into one nation. While USSR was defeated and Germany took lands such as the Baltic region, Ukraine region, and this large bit of Russia to form puppet states, as well as a Polish-Slovakian puppet state. Other members of the Axis powers also gained land. Finland gained a lot from Russia, as well as Hungary, Romania, Bulgaria, and Croatia gaining some land. Italy has faced a sort of divide. After Mussolini was overthrown and reinstated by the Germans, the North became under control of him again, while the South, mainly Naples and Sicily, became their own nation, but not a very strong one, as it's some of the most poorest regions of Italy. While the main fascist Italy controls now Corsica, Sardinia, and their Greece Albania region, as well as Cyprus, and a lot of the Mediterranean. France is now divided in threes. The north is mainly just German occupied, while the south is still as Vichy France as an Axis member. Well, Brittany has become a part of a new Celtic nation. The Celts joined the Axis and rebelled against the English, destroying the United Kingdom and shrinking down England. So the regions of Scotland, Isle of Man, Ireland, Wales, Cornwall, and Brittany have all become their own nation. As well as Spain has also joined the Axis, taking over Portugal, some of Morocco, and some of France and Andorra as well. Moving over to Turkey, they also joined the war on the Allies side, but were taken out still, like the other nations. They've been carved up between Italy, who got a coastal region, Bulgaria, who got their Anatolia region, Germany, who got this region, Kurdistan, which was given independence. Then now only this small region remains of Turkey. Moving over to the Americas, Canada has remained pretty much the same. They gained independence from the British, and other than that, Quebec gained independence. The United States was split up between Germany and Japan. Japan gained the west coast, while Germany gained the east coast. Alaska became independent, as well as Texas, and Florida was split up between Japan and Germany. The Caribbean remains the same, other than Puerto Rico being controlled by the Germans, as well as Mexico remaining the same. Belize gained independence from the British, and the rest of Central America remained the same. And Hawaii is controlled by the Japanese as well. Over to South America, nothing has changed at all, other than Guyana, Suriname, and French Guiana uniting into just Guyana. Moving over to the USSR, they've collapsed. As I've stated before, they lost a lot of regions to the Germans, as well as their Caucasus region of Georgia, Armenia, and Azerbaijan became independent as Transcaucasia. And the regions of Siberia and the Far East have become their own nation, breaking away from the Soviets, becoming the Union of Siberia and the Far East. And then the region of Turkestan, comprising Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, Kyrgyzstan, and Tajikistan, has become its own independent Turkestan, as well as Tenutuva becoming independent. Moving to the Middle East, other than Transcaucasia and Kurdistan, Iraq and Syria united, while Jordan, Kuwait, Iran, Qatar, UAE, Oman, Yemen, and Saudi Arabia all remain the same. Afghanistan remains the same, while moving down to the British Raj, it has changed drastically. Pakistan became independent, Kashmir became independent, as well as Bangladesh, while northern India was given to the Germans, and southern India, as well as Sri Lanka, was given to the Japanese, as well as Myanmar given to Thailand. China has collapsed pretty much. The Tibet became independent, East Turkestan or Xinjiang became independent, and Mongolia gained some of Inner Mongolia. While the Japanese gained the Manchuria region and all of their coast. The Japanese now control this region of Russia, that of China, and almost all of Oceania, controlling all of Indonesia, Malaysia, the Philippines, Taiwan, the island of New Guinea, all of these other islands, and this northern tip of Australia, while the rest of Australia and New Zealand have remained the same. Moving over to Africa, the last region has been changed quite drastically as well. Spain, already, as stated before, has gained land from Morocco, while the rest of Morocco is still independent. Spain kept the Western Sahara, as well as this former Portuguese colony and Gambia region. While Liberia, still independent, has become larger. And this whole region of French-controlled Africa has become German-controlled. While this region of Nigeria, controlled by the British, is now united with a free France to become Nigeria and Free France, where most of the French fleeing occupied France have fled to. Libya and Tunisia are controlled by the Italians, and Equatorial Guinea is still Spanish. Egypt has broken away from their former occupation and has become independent, now also comprising of Palestine, Lebanon, Sudan. The Congo has become larger, along with South Africa becoming larger, while Spain controls these former Portuguese colonies. Italy has all of this region of Africa and Somalia as their own, while the Japanese hold Madagascar. And those are pretty much all of the changes that have happened in this world. It's quite drastic, but still shows how different could have been if the Axis powers won.